Hey, hello friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Ahili Bhattacharya, your stats buddy, and today I'm having a much awaited session which is the questions of Introduction to Statistics, which is Unit 1, and Measures of Central Tendency, which is Unit 2. So let me start with the first question. See, first question is to make a frequency distribution table. The data set given here is this, and here we usually get the class width as given, but here we do not have, so let us assume the class width to be 10 and then make a table. The class intervals is 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and so on till 110 to 120. And then we do plot the tally marks first to get the frequency. From 40 to 50, we do not include 50. We do not include the upper limit of the class. Okay. We take the upper limit, which is 50, in the next class, 50 to 60, and goes on for the whole table. So how to calculate the tally marks? First, we take 40 to 1, which is, and then 40, that is 2, then it is 41, and so on. We have the frequency as 5. So how will we plot it? We'll do that by 1, 2, 3, 4, and then strike it off to make it 5. Same for the next interval. 50 to 60, we have 8. So we will plot it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And how to do the cumulative frequency table? We will add the frequencies. Okay, so the first number is 5, the next will be 5 plus 8, which is 13, 13 plus 10, which is 23, and so on. To understand how to plot the graphs, we have to watch my video on graphs. Okay, so I will pin it in my description box and you can see that. Coming to the next question, here we are given a data set which is a little weird, right? The data set is below 10, below 20, below 30, and the values are given. What do you think the values are? Values are the cumulative frequency. Why? Because in below 20, we already have below 10, right? So these frequencies are added up. So if you need to write the frequency now, you need to subtract it. Like 0 to 10, it will be 3, but for 10 to 20, it will be 5. How? 8 minus 3. Okay. Now, coming to the next kind of question you get in Unit 1 is to draw the stem and leaf of the given data. See, the data set is given here like this, and the key is we write 154 as 15 by 4, which is 15 is the stem and 4 is the leaf. Okay. See, for 15 here, the leaf is 4 here first, the units place, and then we have 3, and so on. For the last number, which is 19, we have 0. Yes, see, here 0. Okay. So this is how you plot, you draw the diagram of stem and leaf, not the diagram or the chart, basically the table. Okay. Now coming to unit 2. Unit 2, this is a very, very important question because this will come in your exam. Okay. See the question. To find the measures of central tendency, the data set is given here. Weekly wages. This is a kind of question which is very obvious. Okay. Weekly wages is 20 for 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and so on till 180 to 200. And the number of employees are given. The number of employees is the FI, which is the frequency, all right. And what are the measures of central tendency? There are three measures: mean, median, and mode. So you are asked to give the answer of mean, median, and mode. Okay. What are the formulas for these things? The formula for mean is equals to A plus summation of Fi ui divided by summation of Fi into C. And what is ui here? Ui is equals to xi minus A by C. And the most important thing, the A. A is the assumed mean. Okay. Coming to the next one, median. Median is L plus n by 2 minus Cf divided by F into C. What is L here? L is the lower limit of the median class, C is the class width, N is the total frequency, Cf is the cumulative frequency of the preceding class of the median class. This is important and you need to remember it, okay? And F is what? F is the frequency of the median class. N by 2 decides the median class by frequency, by cumulative frequency. I will show you that in the table, okay? Now coming to mode, what is formula for mode? Mode is L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into C. What is L here? L is the lower limit of the modal class. F1 is the frequency of the modal class. F0 and F2 is the frequency of the preceding and the succeeding class. The preceding and the succeeding class of the modal class. And C is the class width of the modal class. And you must know that mode can be determined by histogram. Okay. Now see the procedure. Here I have done the table. Okay. See the wages I have written here 20 to 40, 40 to 60, and so on till 180 to 200. Okay. Now see the xi. Xi is the middle value. Okay, 20 to 40, the middle value is 30. 40 to 60, the middle value is 50, and so on till 180 to 200, the middle value is 190. The fi is the number of employees we already were given. Okay, so fi is 8, 12, 20, 30, and so on till 5. The cumulative frequency is nothing but just the summation of the frequencies. Okay, adding up the frequencies. So 8 plus 8 plus 12, 20, 20 plus 20, 40, and so on till the 170 plus 5, which is 175, which is summation of fi, 175. Now what is ui? Ui, I've already told you that ui is equals to xi minus a divided by c. Okay, what is xi here? 30. A is, we took the assumed mean to be 110. You can take any number, but I have taken the middle value, 110. Okay, so xi minus a, which is 30 minus 110, and what is c? C is 40 minus 20, 20, which is 20, which is the class width. So 30 minus 110 divided by 20 is equals to minus 4. And we do this same for all the numbers, all the wages here. Last is 180 to 200, and then the ui will be 4. And we need to make another column, which is fiui. Fiu is fi this column, and ui is this column. So fiui is equals to 8 into minus 4 is equals to minus 32, and so on till the last number, which is 5 into 4, which is 20. And we need to have the summation of fiui is equals to minus 26. You will have a calculator for this, do not worry. Okay, so you need to do this. Now, what is the formula for mean? Mean is a plus summation fi ui divided by summation fi into c. And a is the assumed mean, which we have already discussed. Summation fi ui, you have already calculated, minus 26. And summation fi is 175. And c is 20. Now, we put the values in the formula and we get the answer as 107.02. All right. Now coming to the next, which is the median. Median, the formula is L plus n by 2 minus Cf divided by F into C. Here n by 2 is equals to 175 by 2. What is n here? N is the summation of Fi, okay? Summation of all the frequencies. So 175 by 2 is equals to 87.5. Then we need to see 87.5 lies in which class? Which cumulative frequency? See, 87.5 lies in 110. So the median class will be 100 to 120. All right, that is what I have written. The median class is 100 to 120. Then the lower limit is 100. N by 2 is, we have already calculated, 87.5. And cumulative frequency is the cumulative frequency for the preceding class, which is 70. Okay, so cf is equals to 70, f is equals to 40. F is the frequency of that median class, which is here 40, and c is equals to 20. And we put the values again in the formula and we get the answer to be 108.75. All right, now coming to mode. The formula for mode is L plus f1 minus f0 divided by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into c. And here the modal class is whichever's frequency is predominating the class is the modal class. See, 40 is the most frequency we have in this table. So the modal class will be 100 to 120. All right. So modal class I have written here 100 to 120. Then L is the lower limit of the modal class, which is 100. F1 is the frequency of the modal class here, which is 40. And F0 is the preceding frequency of the modal class, which is here. You can see 30. And then F2 is the succeeding of the modal class, frequency of the succeeding modal class, which is here 35. And we have c is equals to 20, and then we put the values in the formula and we will get the answer. Okay, see, we are putting this in the formula and getting the answer as 113.33. Okay, now coming to the next type of questions. This question is from geometric mean. See, to find the geometric mean of all 10 observations, first we need to know the formula. Formula of GM is equals to x1 into x2 into x3 goes on till xn whole to the power 1 by n. And we are given that GM of 4 observation is equals to 47, GM of 6 observation is equals to 40. Then we derive this, that x1 into x2 into x3 into x4 whole to the power 1 by 4 is equals to 47, as we are given here. Then we get what? We get the product of the 4 observations, which is equals to 47 to the power 4. And same for this observations, these 6 observations. So 1 by 6 to the power 1 by 6 is equals to 40. Then we get the product of x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6 is equals to 40 to the power 6. Then we use a formula for combined GM. See the for see for combined GM, all the 10 observations, the exponent will be what? 1 by 10. So here we are putting the values, nothing, just putting the values 47 to the power 4 into 40 to the power 6 whole to the power 1 by 10. So we get the answer to be 42.67. Another same kind of, for the same topic, geometric mean, we have another kind of question, which is to find the GM of the other two observation. See, we are given the 6 observation and we are given the 4 observation. We need to find the last two observations, okay? See, the GM of 6 observation is 75, GM of 4 observation is 67. So let the 6 observations be x1, x2, x3 goes on till x6. Okay. Then what is the number given for the GM? For the sixth observation, it is 75. So we write it down like this. Then we get the product of the six numbers. Okay, so it is, which is that 75 to the power 6. And same for, we get x1, x2, x3, x4 whole to the power 1 by 4 is given, which is 67. Then we get the product x1, x2, x3, x4 is equals to 67 to the power 4. Then we see here x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6 is equals to 75 to the power 6. All right. And we know this x1 to x4, the number. We do not know x5 and x6. And we know this thing. So here we get x5 into x6 by dividing 75 to the power 6 divided by 67 to the power 4. So we get the answer as 9562.73, that the GM of these two observation will be whole to the power 1 by 2, which is the square root. Then the answer is 97.78. And that is all for today's session, because here we have discussed all kinds of questions, all kinds of possible questions you will have for unit 1 and unit 2. And it is very important that you watch the video on graphs, because that is what you will get from unit 1. And I will come with the next topic, next, not the topic, actually, the questions of unit 3, which is very, very important. So, yes, thank you for watching. Comment below if you have any doubts and any video you want upcoming. And yes, you can reach out to me. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like, follow, share. Okay. So, yeah, bye bye. See you soon. Ta da.